Hey, how's it going, y'all? Gonna do once again another manga review. I know I was gonna do it more consecutively, and then I just didn't do it for months. But we're back with it again. Let's get started. We had a lot this week. Doing this, I've now realized that I read a lot of manga on a fairly weekly basis. Anyways, let's get started. So we're gonna start off with Jujitsu Kaisen, just because, in my opinion, honestly, this was kind of a meh chapter. It was mostly bad for me because it was kind of like a slowish thing. It's a lot of exposition and Mr. whatever his name is, big bad evil guy, flexing and be like, yes, all these things that you had hope in, gone. I've dealt with them. I'm in control. I will never lose. Just setting him up to make him be like, oh yes, losing all hope in the heroes and what they're doing, but it's fine. It's not, though. He's still gonna lose eventually somehow. We don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go, though. Honestly, Jujutsu was kind of meh, especially coming off of the hype that was the ending of last chapter with the ending of the fight and all that. It's chapters after major fights like that tend to be very lackluster. Like, you got to do some crazy things to keep that hype in. Things like this with the exposition is good to know, good to see whatevs, but it's just not the same coming off the high of that last chapter before it. Moving on over to Super Smartphone. This one's a sort of newish manga. We're on chapter 11. Still fairly newish. Doing really good, actually, honestly. Basic premise. Super smart kid finds a super phone thing that can unlock the secrets of the universe type stuffs. But it's like a game. You've got to earn points and whatnot. He's pretty sure it has something to do with the disappearance of his little brother. So he's going along with it and doing everything so he can figure out what's going on and find his brother. He's kind of in a duel, sort of, with another super smartphone owner who has lackeys and stuff. So there's the Mora guy who he's been tracking for a bit now. He plays on Mora's, what's it called? Humanity on this one. Because Mora's like, oh yeah, I caught the dude. And Q is all like, Mora, you are bait. You're not important to them. They've sold you out. Check this out. Told him to check the chats of his friends that his friends are all in together, that he's not in. And it turns out that's when he finds out, oh, they sold me out to the police. Shoot, they don't actually care. And also at that same moment, the lackeys from Mura's boss attack. Let's see how that goes. Pianisissimo, though. Whew. We had a huge reveal on this one. Freaking finding out that the Rin dude, he's got the mask on his face, that he's Saiba. Freaking callback to earlier chapters. Reggio's friend, who they were like great buddies, good rivals, even though Saiba always lost. He still liked the challenge until the one time in the one competition where Reggio threw on purpose so that Saiba could get the win because he felt bad that he was crushing Saiba all of the time, which ended up getting Saiba banished. But then we see in this one, he doesn't hold anything against Reggio. He honestly, he's just like, yo, beat me into the ground. I want you to defeat me in this competition. He wants to lose, which is such a weird thing, but I like it. It full circle for Reggio. That's like his big regret, that he did that and he lost his friend. So let's get his friend back. Let's go. And you know what? Who cares if whatever stupid dad person bans him again? It's okay. Lucky will unban him. Then we got Earthchild, which I'm sitting here reading Earthchild, right? And I'm reading this. I am at this point, I've read through so many different mangas that I am accustomed now to shorter ended mangas. Because when I first started reading manga, I was reading One Piece, which, as you know, is on 1050s now. I've now become accustomed to shorter mangas. So I'm reading Earthchild today, and we're getting the culmination of, oh yeah, the family's finally united. Freaking Mumuru can hear Katakuri's voice and his father's voice, so he uses his powers to move the spaceship over there. They finally get reunited. They're having a cute moment. They're about to take a family picture. Then Mamoru says his first words, which are ma, pa, and wuv, just adorable as hell. Then we get a 6-year time skip. Oh, also, Katakuri's not Katakuri. My brain always, in any manga I'm reading, if there's a name in there that is similar to something in One Piece, my brain just automatically goes to that. Yeah, Kariri. Kareri and Mamoru. It was hilarious because this whole time, anytime he's seen his mom, Mamoru would, do a psychic blast at her. So he sees her for the first time in person, not a rock, does the massive psychic block. Kareri just goes, nope. And there's like a little tiny paddle where Sawada and Mamoru are just like, whoa. It's adorable. Then we get a 6-year time skip. Like I said, I'm expecting it to end. I'm sitting here expecting it to end. We get the whole, my father never gave up on this world and he still wants to protect it and all this stuff. And, my mom's epic moment came and went, and now mine is unknown. And then it switches it up and it's like, but we know who the culprit is. We're going to take the fight too. I'm talking about the whatever death chick's name is that sits there and eats a lollipop shaped like the earth. Yeah, this moment, I'm like reading it. I get to the end and I see at the bottom it says to be continued. This is what I realize. This isn't going to be a short well, it might still be short manga, but this is chapter 21. Chapters 1 through 21 was all prologue, set up for the series, which is amazing. And I'm loving it. I'm here for it. It's so good. I'm enjoying myself. Next, we've got Doron Dororon. Another good chapter. Freaking Dora and Kusagi go to a place that exploded to help the people. They find their friend Uchiha, and they're just like, yo, what happened? And Uchiha's like, we got attacked from behind. It was that dude over there. And they're like, oh my god, you dude, how dare you? And it's like, no, it's Uchiha. And it's like, zooms out that there's Uchiha standing behind Dora with his sword already. Kusanagi saves them all. Turns out, technically Uchiha is the traitor, but at the same time, he's not. He's being possessed by a Mononoke, which, honestly, that's the first time that I'm able to say that properly. Every time I read it, my brain just, like I said before, reverts back to something that's in One Piece. So for the longest time, I'm sitting here trying to read Momonoke, and I'm just reading Momonosuke. And it's like, that's not it. No, the Momonoke was just like, you can't kill me because you can't hurt your friend, and I'm attached to his brain, so if you hurt me, you're gonna kick your friend in the face. And then Kusanagi, being the brilliant little Momonoke that he is, was just like, oh, trust in me, Dora. And Dora's just like, duh. And they flood him with supernatural energy, forcing the little Momonoke out, and then they manage to slice him. Then it pans to the rest of the city. The latest giant Momonoke of supernatural energy that was summoned, his lackeys are now in town, and apparently they're called the Phantom Command. It'll be interesting to see them and what their powers are and how they get beat. I also don't want Dora and Kusanagi to be the one to beat them all. I want to see some of the other really awesome, powerful samurai officers beat at least a few of them. Like, I get that Dora and Kusanagi are like the protagonists, and in the end, they're probably going to be the one to beat the big bad. But let's give the other guys some chances too, because they're actually all really dope, and I want to see them fight more. Moving on to Mashle. We've got the not Mashle squad have reached the castle of Innocent Zero. There's just this little panels of a scene of Dot just going, oh, there's a bunch of black cats walking in front of me. That's bad luck. Whoops. And then looks down in his shoes. And my shoelaces are gone. That's also bad luck. And then one of the cats jumps up and scratches his face. This is where I laughed. It's like, oh, and that cat just scratched 666 onto my face. That's more bad luck. How much bad luck can we get? We're definitely getting attacked before we reach the castle. Then they reach the castle, and it's just like, wait, what? We didn't get attacked. They walk in. It's just a flower field. It's kind of weird. It was weird. The flowers bloomed. It turned out to be a bunch of magic-absorbing bugs. So they all found their own different ways. My favorite was Dot's way of escaping the bugs. He found the wall and was just like, if only I had something hard and sturdy to just smash through this wall. Now, a few moments before that, before he reaches the wall, freaking Lance had walked up and was like, I can't do ghost and bugs. And is like freaking out. So Dot's just been carrying this fool. Gets to the wall and is just like, I wish I had something hard and sturdy. Smash Lance's face into the wall. But now they're up against Innocent Zero crew. They got split into 4 groups. You've got Dot and Lance in one. And they're up against forget his name, but it's the dessert dude. Then Finn and Rain, which if you've been following the series, you know Finn and Rain, they're brothers. But Rain kind of that looks down on Finn, or he's very stern looking, and Finn is just like, I'm a disappointment to my brother. I am trash. I don't deserve to be around him. And I'm not surprised that he's disappointed in me. Spoilers, not spoilers, but my theory here is that Rain was never disappointed in Finn. He's just strict because he knew Finn could be better. And they're up against Delisaster, whatever his name is. Then we get Mr. Clown's order dude, who, I'm sorry, if he doesn't do the at least once, we take away his glasses and anime card. Like, that's just not, no. If you have glasses, you gotta do the, and like say something like cool while you do that. It's just, you can't not. And then Rio, the Divine Visionary, we don't know who's up against. Oh, right, and Order got up against the clown dude. I don't know if I said that. Then we go back to Mashle and Mr. Little Dino Boy, who's trying to spin the key to fix Mashle, and he can't because he's so weak. And who shows up? The Cavalry's here! Lemon, who we all know is mega strong. So you know what? That's fine. Because of her love for Mashle, she will turn that key to save the world. Next up, we've got Aliens Arena, another new manga. This one is all like I think this one's newer than Earthchild. I think we're on chapter 7. Still pretty early on. I forget his name, but dude, the cane, like, reckon this dude using his equipment. He's got the 2 equipments. One is the anti-grav, the other is repulsion. Freaking using that on combo to bounce off a bunch of boxes, just flip, beating the crap. Called it Skywalk. Or Spacewalk is what it's called. Not Skywalk is Sanji's thing. Spacewalk is what he called it, which was pretty dope. We learned more about the main character's hand. Apparently it's a thing called dark cells. We still don't know much about it. Apparently the characters don't know much about it. So as they learn, we will learn as well. And of course, as everyone knows, sunsets and coffee go together. I disagree because I don't like coffee, but hey. MHA. It's interesting. We finally got to see what the point of the business class is. Because I don't know if it ever got explained. Maybe it didn't. I missed it. But they've kind of just been like, yeah, that's the business class. And that's it. No one's important. But like here, they're filming what these superheroes are doing to save things. And they're just like, the mechanics, the support class is just like, why are y'all just filming? Get out of here. And they're just like, no, we are the business class. They're filming it so that their job is to promote the heroes. They're to be the bridge between the heroes and society. So that's good. I like that they're actually trying to do something, you know? It's good. I always felt bad for them. They were just kind of like nobody characters, actually. Not even side characters. Just kind of like, yeah, that thing we mentioned once. Then we got Bakugo fighting Shigaraki. The fight gets a little intense. There's explosions everywhere. They're like, yo, Bakugo! Stop trying to blow up everything! Freaking Pikachu over here is just like, nah, it's okay. Bakugo, believe it or not, that man sweats the details hardcore. It was just literally a quote was, believe it or not, he really does sweat the details. Heck, you wouldn't believe how many times he ordered me to keep my left hand up on the table during meals. And the other people around Pikachu were like, what? What's that? What's that even mean? I don't know what it means either, but I think it might have something to do with table manners in America. Proper table manners. Your hands are on the table, elbows off the table. I think it's also possible, and it's like, it's rude for your hand to just be off the table. I think that might be like a table manage thing, but you know, that's a part of sweating the details. Is that even though Bakugo comes off as this like rash, intense person, he still has etiquette, and that is important. And then at the end, of course, we get the guess who's back? Back again. It's the UA triple threat. Let's go. Also, I love the little triple threat thing. It just reminds me of the Naruto triple threat. So there's actually a lot of parallels between that. It's kind of interesting because you've got your kind of like emo, like sad boy with Sun Eater and Sasuke. Then you have Mirio and Naruto, who are the happy-go-lucky, yeah, believe it, guys. And then you have Hato and Sakura, who are like beautiful but also strong. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that when I was thinking that. Just now I realized that. And finally, we're going to end it with Akane-banashi. It's not looking good for Akane. She's about to go on stage. We're going to finally get her to do the reading of Jumangu for like, I think the third time in this competition. Cards are stacked against her. The two shows before that were really great. The crowds are like, oh, it's definitely gonna be one of those two. People are going off to the restroom. You know, they're really loose, chatty. Attention's kind of not there no more. So she's gonna have a lot of work cut out for her to catch up, to get their attention back. But we also get revealed she doesn't hold a grudge against Isho, the guy who kicked out her father. Because she's like, look, you don't get far in this business not realizing that he's really good. She just wants to know why he let go of her dad. Why was her dad not good enough? That's all she wants to know. She's got a goal. She's gonna do it. All right, that's it for the manga review for this time around for today. Thanks for listening, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.